Morning children, how are you all? I think you are all safe at home. My name is K. Varalakshmi, Social CRT, KJP Vittada, Nellore district.
Today we are going to learn about money and banking. So, you know very well about money and the uses of the money. Nowadays, the world is rotating around the money. So, nowadays we are using paper currency, plastic currency, debit cards and credit cards to fulfill our needs and wants. So, what is the aim of the money? The aim of the money, we are earning the money that is important. So, all are engaged every day. All people are engaged to earn the money. So, here without money nowadays no one cannot live. If you don't have a money, we cannot purchase any goods. So, our needs, our wants won't fulfill. That's why money is more important nowadays. So, what is the duty of money here? Money is a agreed medium of exchange. Money is agreed as a medium of exchange. How we exchange goods from one person to another person? So, with the help of the money. For example, if I want buy a pencil, I pay some amount to shop owner. In return, I will get pen. What is the medium of exchange? Between two persons. That is money. The value of goods and services are measured in money. So, how much give to the owner? So, every good has some value. That was determined in price, cost of the good. Mentioned on the product, that much I have to pay to the shop owner to exchange the goods. Okay, so money has legal sanction. Everyone accept the money. Which purchasing goods while paying payments. So, no one can deny or reject the money. Exchange their goods without money. But slowly, people started producing more goods. They started cultivation. Okay. So, at the time, the people cultivated the goods. Whatever they require in their daily life. So, they never depend on others for goods. Slowly, the requirements are increased. So, to fulfill their needs. They want their dependent. They started depend on others. So, at the time barter system was there. Children, in this lesson, the four important concepts. Four important concepts. First one, barter system. Second one, exchange with money. Third one, evolution of forms of money. Fourth one, banking. Four important concepts: barter system, exchange with money, evolution forms of money, banking. There are important concepts. What is the meaning of barter system? Or trading without money. The system of exchanging goods. The system of exchanging goods directly against other goods without the use of money. That is called the barter system. The system of exchanging goods directly against other goods without the use of money. That is called the barter system. That is called the barter system. Here they exchanged the goods only from one person to another person. For example, X is having mangoes, so another person is having bananas. So both are exchanged. X is having mangoes, so another person is having bananas. So both are exchanged. We'll give the mangoes to Y. We'll return the mangoes to X. Like that, directly they exchanged the goods without the uses of the money. At the time, there is no any mode of medium of exchange. The medium of exchange is only goods. That is called barter system. At the time, those people don't know about the money. For example, Mohan has come with Ragi to Syamala to buy mangoes. Mohan has come with Ragi to Syamala to buy mangoes. Children, take an example. Mohan has come with Ragi to Syamala to buy mangoes. Mohan has come with Ragi to Syamala to buy mangoes. So, Mohan has Ragi and Syamala has mangoes. Both came to agreement to exchange their goods. Mohan has come with Ragi to Syamala to buy mangoes. Both are interested to exchange their goods. So, Syamala needs Ragi and Mohan needs mangoes. Children, observe carefully. So, Syamala needs Ragi and Mohan needs mangoes. Here, there is a coincidence of wants between the Mohan and Syamala. There is a coincidence of wants between the Mohan and Syamala. They are ready to exchange their goods. Okay, children? But in the barter system, they faced. So many difficulties, so many problems in barter system. Children, In another example, in some villages of Srikakulam district, children exchange toys made from bamboo in exchange for rice. Exchange toys made from bamboo in exchange for rice. The system of exchanging goods. The system of exchanging goods directly against each other without the use of money is called barter system. Without the use of money is called the barter system. Children, take the another example. Here, Ramaya has some rice, but he wants to potatoes. Ramaya has some rice, but he wants potatoes. Ramaya produced rice, but he wants potatoes. Veeraya wants rice and he is willing to exchange potatoes for rice. Okay. So, both are interested. Both are interested to exchange their goods. To exchange their goods. So, they exchange their goods and both are satisfied. And both are satisfied. Here, Ramaya needs potatoes, Veeraya needs rice. So, there is a coincidence. Ramaya needs potatoes, Veeraya needs rice. So, there is a coincidence. Once again, recall the children. Ramaya has some rice, but he wants potatoes. Ramaya produced rice, but he wants potatoes. Veeraya wants rice and he is willing to exchange potatoes for rice. Both are interested to exchange their goods and both are satisfied. Here, Ramaya needs potatoes, Veeraya needs rice. So, there is a coincidence. This is the barter system. This is the barter system, children. Are you understand? Children, one more example. So, here there is a need, but goods are different. Goods are different. Gopal has a goat and he wants to exchange it for rice. He goes to Sinu. Sinu wants a goat, but he has jowar, not rice. So, here there is a need, but goods are different. There is a need, but goods are different. Gopal needs rice, but Sinu has only jowar. So, there is no point of exchange. Next, Ramu has rice, but he doesn't want to exchange his rice for the goat. Clear, children? Here, 3 persons are there: Gopal, Sinu and Ramu. 3 persons are there: Gopal, Sinu and Ramu. Gopal has goat, but he wants rice. Sinu also wants goat, but he don't have rice. With him, he is having only jowar. But there is no point of exchange between Gopal. Here, Ramu has rice, but you don't want to exchange his rice for the goat. So, these are the problems in barter system. So, These are the problems in barter system. Okay, children? Are you understand barter system?
See the table, children. Now I will explain related questions in above table. First question, what can we conclude from the above table? What can we conclude from the above table? Gopal has a goat and he wants to exchange it for rice. Ramu has rice but he wants to exchange his rice for jowar but not for goat. Seenu has jowar and he wants goat, whereas Gopal wants to exchange his goat for rice but not jowar. Ramu has rice and he wants to buy jowar but not want to exchange his rice for the goat. From the above table, it is clear that there is no double coincidence of wants. Hence, exchange among them directly is not possible. Hence, exchange among them directly is not possible. Okay, children? Are you understand? Next question. Explain in your own words why exchange is not possible between Gopal and Seenu. Gopal has a goat and he wants to exchange it for rice. Seenu wants a goat but he has jowar but not rice. So, here exchange is not possible between Gopal and Seenu because of lack of coincidence of wants. Okay, children? Now I will explain in this question in my own words. The same way you also try to write the answer in your own words. Next question. Will the use of money help? Yes, money acts as a medium of exchange. The value of gold is expressed in terms of money and similarly the value of jowar can be converted into money value. Then it is very easy for Gopal. He sells goat and purchase rice and also to Seenu to sell his jowar at the market rate to purchase goat. Next question, fill in the blanks. It Gopal exchange for money his goat with dash. Guess it, children? He is Seenu. Next, then Gopal uses this dash, that is money, to buy rice from dash. He is Ramu. Now Ramu can use this money to buy dash jowar from Seenu. Okay, children? Next, exchange with money. We learn about exchange with money. Money has so many profits. Money has so many profits. So, what profits? What are the uses or what are the characteristics of the money? What are the uses or what are the characteristics of the money? If we use money, there will be no problems in exchanging commodities. It is then no necessary that a person who has something in axis finds another person who needs it and has something what he wants.
Money acts as an intermediary or in between step, something that is held for sometimes, because it can be used future, because it can be used for future. What are the characteristics of money? The characteristics of money, first one, money is durable. Money is durable. It means we use this money again and again. It means we use this money again and again. Second one, kept of future use. Kept of future use. Next one, medium of exchange. Medium of exchange. Next one, it should legal tender money. It should legal tender money. Next one, unit of account. It can be divided. It can be divided. In barter system, we divided these goods. In barter system, we divided these goods. These are the characteristics of the money. These are the characteristics of the money. Next one, evaluation forms of money. How many was evaluated? How many was evaluated? So, the money was being evaluated. The money was being evaluated because of the problem of barter system. Because of the problems of barter system. Money was evaluated. All the problems were settled. All the problems were settled. For example, in very early ages, people used grains and cattle as money. But these were difficult to transport and stock. Durability was also a problem since they could be attacked by disease. So, to overcome these difficulties, over time people preferred scarce and attractive metals as a medium of exchange. As a medium of exchange. So, they slowly find the solution in the barter system. So, they slowly find the solution in the barter system. So, slowly they accepted scarce and attractive metals like silver, gold, or some different color stones. Sometimes they accepted leaves of some trees like that. For example, bronze, copper, silver and gold. Metals are used because metals are durable. Okay, and it can be divided into parts and be carried around. Coins of different periods kingdoms. Coins of different periods kingdoms. This provided an opportunity for various rulers of the kingdoms to come up with a system that was suitable for them and also solved some of the above problems. This led to minting coins of standard size, weight and purity from the royal mint. It was necessary to wait each time there was greater assurance of purity and it was easy to carry. See the picture, children. This is Roman period Byzantine gold coin. Roman period Byzantine gold coin. In the Roman period, Byzantine gold coin was the standard currency. Standard currency.
See the picture, children. This is Mauryan period. Pana silver coin was the standard currency. This is the Mauryan period. Pana silver coins was the standard currency. Coins became the acceptable form of money by traders and people. Okay, children? Different size coins. Different size coins. So, like that, they prepared different size coins at that time. Slowly, the coins are introduced as money to solve the problems in barter system. To solve the problems in barter system. So, these coins were accepted by all the people as medium of exchange. As medium of exchange. So, here, what are the benefits of the coins? All the coins are same weight and the same size. We can store safely and we can divide into small pieces and we can fix the rate of the goods like that. For example, one mango is one gold coin. If you want to buy 2 mangoes, you can pay 2 gold coins. Like how we are using money at present days. Okay. But again, they faced some problems in this system also. In this system also. So, what are the problems? What are the problems? One is safety of the coins. One is safety of the coins. So, they have to protect the gold coins is important. The gold coins is important. And second one is purity. And second one is purity. So, if everyone is prepared the gold coins, we don't have a trust on the gold coins. Third one is how to carry. Third one is how to carry. That much weight of coins from one place to another. From one place to another with safe. So these are also more different problems faced by the people at the time. So these are also more different problems faced by the people at the time. Note down the small assignment, children. First question, what is a barter system? What is a barter system? Second one, why were metals preferred for use as money? Why were preferred for use as money? Third one, how much price should Gopal exchange his goat? Third one, how much price should Gopal exchange his goat? Fourth one, do you think money can act as a measure of value, goods and services? Do you think money can act as a measure of value of goods and services? Fifth one, which metals was preferred as money? Which metals were preferred as money? Sixth one, do you think minting of coins was a good idea? Sixth one, do you think minting of coins was a good idea? Thank you.